hi everyone, this is Gerald again. How is everyone doing? I think Chinese New Year is over, the festive period, 15 days of Chinese New Year is over. Hope everyone had a great festive period, enjoy yourselves. So I think right now it's really time for us to get down into serious business. If you have actually been monitoring the market, monitoring the pricing, monitoring the transactions, I think every one of you out there would have probably have already noticed that the market has already shifted. Prices have inched upwards, the volumes have also went up, except for maybe the isolated few sectors or geographical area. So what I'm trying to say right now is that when you ask so-called engaging on a buyer, have you really ever wondered why is it that this unit, when I was marketing the place, I couldn't achieve a price that was so-called according to what the owners are expecting, whereas just maybe a difference of 1 or 2 days, this other agent that has brought their buyer over to this unit, they have managed to actually got the buyer to actually make an offer which is much higher in terms of the pricing. So the key thing here right now is that when we are showing a so-called prospect a unit, I think it's not so much into I would not say it's not so much into, but rather not the entire process is actually depending on the house itself, the showmanship itself. But a lot of times when we are pushing that offer, we often find ourselves lacking something. So the key consideration here is, what are we actually doing to actually rationalize with the buyer what is the right price to make an offer, assuming that sellers and buyers are the reasonable type of people. So if you ask me, of course we can always look into the past transactions of that particular project whatsoever to indicate what is the right price. However, because as we all know, the market never stops at that transactions. The market is actually evolving. It's always constantly moving. Therefore, it is always important to have some sort of projection being factored into the discussion in terms of the pricing. So how can we actually do that? Because I think most of us, when we are serving a buyer, the thing that we do to keep our buyers updated in our pricing is that whenever there's one transaction of a certain unit, we'll just share this transactional information with our buyer. So day, night and night, we are always only communicating based on per transaction basis. Think about it, if we are able to consolidate all this individual data that we have already forwarded to the buyer into some charts or graphs as a visual aid to our clients to see the movement of the market trend, such that they have better visual understanding instead of purely numbers, that how much per square foot, what is the quantum price. Does it give the buyer a better understanding of how this price trend can be projected moving ahead 3 months, 1 year, 2 years down the road? And would that be actually beneficial for the buyer to make a decision whether to go forward and put in a price that has some form of a premium, which sellers will definitely be happy about, and with the potential of a higher gain moving forward within the short-term future, so such that a win-win situation is actually being achieved. Or time after time, this buyer makes offer based on bank valuation, which is probably say for 1.2 million asking price, bank valuation can only match up to 1.1 or even 1.15. Buyers makes offer based on such pricing, but keep on failing to get this property that they really like. So think about this. Would visual aid be very helpful in us for us to actually speak to the buyers and for the buyers to understand a little bit more instead of looking backwards, but we can actually look forward in projecting what could probably be the price moving ahead. So think about it. Maybe it will help. Let us try and consolidate some of the graphs, the pictures, the various price trends into a proper presentation, slides or kit when we are sharing with our buyers when they are keen in a certain project. I believe this will actually help a lot more to the whole closing process. So with that, I thank you very much and Happy New Year, and more closings to come in the coming year. Thank you. Bye bye.